Hey, my buddy. Hey everyone, my name is Sheldon Murray and welcome back to Buick Outdoors. Today we're going to be taking the dogs out. We're going to be tapping some birch trees, collecting the sap, and then I'm going to show you how to make some homemade birch syrup. Hope you enjoy. Welcome to the woods and welcome to Buick Outdoors. Alright guys, so the first thing that we're going to run through is the equipment that you need. You don't need anything real big fancy. You need pretty well a knife, red solo cup, piece of tape, and a tack. And that's basically it. I'll run down and I'll show you what I got here. So you can use either a big knife like this or just a small little pocket knife. It doesn't matter. It's just for stabbing into the tree. I got a sleeve of red solo cups. The other thing is push pins. Gorilla tape or duct tape works good. And then I brought the old 4570 with me just for bear protection. It's springtime now, so the bears are out and about. This week I'm not going to be hunting bears. I'm just going to be doing this tree tapping. Show you guys how to do that, and then on my next days off we'll be getting after the bears. But anyways, that's all the equipment that you need. Nice, easy, simple, cheap. Now let's go find a tree. Alrighty, well guys, if you do decide to head out and tap birch trees, you only have a limited time that you can do it. Anywhere from the first 2 weeks of April till about the end of May. It's just when the snow is melting and the trees are starting to suck up all the moisture and sugars up into the branches. So once the branches, they kind of start to bud a little bit and are in the beginning stages of growing all their leaves, that's when you can tap them. After that, the sugars and stuff, they're not going up the tree. So you have, it's about a month that you can get out and do this. But yeah, before April, they're just not sucking up water, and then after May, getting into June, they're pretty well done. So the first thing you want to do is you want to tack your cup to the tree. So just take your tack, put it in the lip here, and you take this, tack it to the tree. Now you gotta grab your tape. You want to put your tape just on the inside, so the inside of the cup will be right about here. And then what I do too is on the inside I put it so the tape just barely touches that pin. That way it creates a nice little V, so everything will run in and go right into the middle of the cup. And it's important that you do this part first, because a lot of times once you stab into this tree, it'll instantly start to leak. So if you don't have your tape on there, it's extremely hard to get to stick to to the sap that's coming out. So then if you take your knife out, you want to go just above your tape. And I just push her in about 1/4 of an inch. And I'll do kind of like a V cut. And just like that, it's already leaking. See, so we made that little V cut there. It's going onto that tape. The tape is inside your cup. And there you go. That's one tree down. Alrighty guys, so I'll show you one more time here. So I got the tack in the cup. I'm going to take it and tack it to the tree. This one here is a bit of a different, odd shape. It's not perfectly round, so you don't want to push too hard, otherwise you'll crack your cup. Then I'll grab my tape here. Take that, put it on the lip. Tape it to the tree. And this time I'll use my small knife. So you can see that you don't need a great big huge knife for this. Take her, stab her in. There we go. So one issue that you might run into when you're doing it this way with the cups and the tape is sometimes the tape doesn't quite seal quite right on the tree. So I'll show you here what I'm talking about. So we have our cut there, then the tape going into the cup, but it didn't quite seal, so now it's just kind of running down the tree. So what I'll do here now is I'll just show you another way on how to tap the tree using a drill, a 1/2 inch male by male hose connector, a bucket, and then yeah, you just hang it onto the tree and it works pretty good. Alright, so we'll first take all this stuff off. Then here we have our 7/16 drill bit. What you want to do is you want to put it in at about an angle. You only want to drill in about that far, maybe anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 inch. So I went in that far, a little too far, but that's alright, it'll still work. And these are your 1/2 inch male by male connectors. Take that, put it in here. I'll find my nail. Then you take a big nail. Tap that in. Then I just got these little dollar store buckets. Take that, put her on. Now you can see here it's already dripping out of your little connector into your bucket. Well, it's been a couple of hours since we tapped these trees, so I think it's time to come out and do our first collection. So So I just brought with me a nice clean brand new 5-gallon bucket and a lid. So we'll go around to all these cups, pull them off the tree, dump them into the bucket, put the lid on, and then come back either another few hours or come back tomorrow morning. So we have 13 trees that are tapped out here right now, and after 2 hours we got close to 4 liters of sap. So that's not too bad for 2 hours, and then there's always going to be bugs and floaties and stuff like that in there, but when we get back to the house here, I'll show you our little filter system so you get rid of all that stuff, and then it'll be good to go to get start boiling. Well, we made her back to the house here with all of our raw sap that we collected off the trees, and now I'm going to show you how I make the little filter system with just some little game bags and a 5-gallon bucket. So you just insert it into your bucket and then roll it up so you get this little bit of a dip here, and then that'll catch all the floaties and bugs and everything like that. And then also, if you don't have game bags, you can also use stuff like a clean pillowcase. Alright you guys, so this part here is pretty straightforward. Just take your sap with all your nasty goodies in there, and you just slowly dump it in. There's all the nasty bugs and bark and dirt and whatever else is in there. Then what you're left with is a nice sap, and right now it's like kind of that brown tinge color to it. That's just because of all the sugars that's in the water right now. Well, I just got back this morning from collecting our birch sap again, and we've only been going at this for 1 day, but I'll show you what we got here. So we got almost 5 gallons of sap. So now it'll be time to turn on the burners, and we're going to start boiling this down to make our syrup. Well, we're getting to the point here now where both pots, they're starting to come down quite a bit. So I think what I'm going to be doing now here, just to make things a little simple, is I'm going to dump one of the pots into the other one, and then that way we just have one pot to deal with. And then when that one gets a little bit lower yet, we'll transfer that into a smaller pot, and then we'll finish it in that one. We still have a couple hours here left to go, but it's slowly coming along. It's starting to smell great in the little wood shed here too. So yeah, we'll get this all transferred over and then keep boiling. Well, we're getting down to about that last inch in the pot here. So what we're going to be doing now is we'll take that and we'll transfer it into this smaller pot, and then we'll finish it in a smaller pot. We're on an extremely low boil, and then pretty well it's not even a boil, it's a simmer. And then also have a spoon here, and you just keep stirring it and then tasting it as it goes. It's pretty easy to burn it at this point, so you just want to take your time on this last final step. Alright guys, we had to bring in the syrup into the house there. That little burner was cooking that pot a little too much, but now you can see how dark this is starting to get here now. And then also with your spoon, when you turn your spoon, it kind of wants to hug the back side of the spoon. It doesn't want to just roll right off. So it's starting to thicken up pretty good, and I think we're going to call this pretty well done. Now when you're bottling this stuff, what I like to use is just kind of these glass syrup holders. Put in a little funnel, pour it in while it's still hot, Hopefully you don't make a big mess. And there you have it. That's how much you get from about 5 gallons of birch sap. Well, there you go, everyone. I really had fun making this video for you. I hope you guys learned something from this and you can head out to the woods and tap some birch trees and make your own birch syrup. On behalf of myself, Ruger, and Daisy, I want to thank you for watching. And also don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. It'll really help us out a lot. And yeah, see you guys on the next one.